Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Quad City sports fans of all ages, Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, J-Bird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the dawn.
It's a beautiful Monday, Quad Cities, and we're back here in the Hassle Castle, bringing you everything new and exciting in life with J-Bird, T-Roy, myself, the Stat Cat. And we're powered by our friends at Done Right Satellite and Dish.
That's right. We are here. Thank you for tuning in at 1170 a.m. Reminder, you can always watch us on our Facebook Live channel at qchassle.com. You can search Don't Hassle Us for Local or just go straight to QC Hassle. It should pop up for you. You can watch, leave comments on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. You can also listen on your smartphone. If you download the app, go to your Google Store, your App Store, your Apple Store, and download ESPN 1170 AM. And you can listen on your laptop as well. Thank you all for listening. I haven't seen. I've been in here since 9:30. Is it still raining out, or is the sun?
No, sun's out, man.
All right,
sun's out, guns out.
Sounds good. Should be drying up then. Yeah, it's we have a lot to talk about. We have the Hawkeye game. We got the Bears game. We've got Vikings and Packers win. Got your Cowboys on Sunday night, T-Roy.
Oh yeah, big victory.
We got a little help in the Big Ten West, as Illinois
pulls off the upset of the year.
ILL.
INI.
Oh, I didn't know that was coming.
Come on, why not?
I didn't know that.
You know what? And it was all ruined by Huggy Bear.
Why?
Because he is such a snot talker, dude. On a text thread with a bunch of people. After the victory, he texted us. F all you Fs, GFY.
No,
yes. Yes, he did.
I've apologized to so many Illini fans.
I'm like, why not just say, hey, how about that victory? I'd have been like, good victory, dude.
No, he deserves it.
No, he went on a tangent. Listen, when they lose next week at Purdue, I'm gonna laugh at his
that's
face.
fine. They're going to. But you know what? We have done nothing but bag on them, and they earned that too.
Dude, it was a great. Listen, I loved the unis they wore. By the way,
yeah,
they were solid. Listen, it was awesome. It was great to see. I love to see an upset. I don't care if it was Illinois.
That was a trap game.
But Huggy ruined it.
And we both said, I said what the spread was by kickoff. What was it? 29.5? What did we have on our pick six? 31?
Yeah, 31.
We both said, T-Roy, that they would be up by 28 by half.
Yeah.
People were texting me asking what you said.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
100%. That's what, and I said the same thing about.
I said I would take Wisconsin minus 50.
Yeah.
But then I also responded and said anybody that listens to us is an idiot anyway.
Well, the other thing is this: is this a good thing though? Is this doesn't buy Lovey another year, does it?
No.
That one win.
I mean, it's a big win.
Oh, maybe it does. Yeah.
It
does.
Ugh. That's the only thing that I was worried about. Our friend Adam's in our auction league texted me. He's an Illini fan. He listens, and he said that he's like, I know you all three picked Wisconsin, but he was at the game, which is cool. That's awesome that he was there. It was homecoming and everything for the Illini. But that's all I sent back. Text back was like, well, I said big win. That's a good win. Good for you. But my concern is that it buys Lovey another year. So But a huge win. No one saw it coming. Opens the door a little bit. Porquito for Iowa in the West.
Well, Iowa still has to take care of business. You got to beat Wisconsin in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's got to go to the Horseshoe. Wisconsin still has to play Minnesota. Minnesota still has to play Wisconsin.
We still have to play Minnesota.
Minnesota's got. Off the top of my head, it's not anybody too worrisome next week. Then they have Penn State. Then they have Minnesota. So they've got back-to-back two tough games. No, did I say Minnesota has that? Yes. The game's not anything too much, but then Penn State, then Wisconsin. So Minnesota's got a lot to live up. But hey, Rossi was in here. He said that on Thursday, a lot like the 2015 Iowa Hawkeyes. But so far they're undefeated. Hawkeyes, we didn't think they'd. I mean, we picked them to cover spread because in our pick 6 we said we're not going against it. But we all said the same thing, that we thought that was a lot of points, 17.5, and turns out that it was.
Yeah.
Not too exciting of a game. For those of you, get upset about, first half stuff. Ferentz, he wasn't too happy with their play calling at the end of the game. In his post-game press conference, he talked about it, how he wanted to see that they could do something at the end of the first half instead of just sitting on 3 timeouts. But we'll go over that as well. The World Series is set. Starts tomorrow. The Astros did it in Game 6 on a walk-off by Jose Altuve on Saturday night.
Little guy getting it done.
Yeah. So
I love all the pictures of him and Judge sitting next to each other.
Second base or whatever else, yeah. Speaking of little guys, though, did you see the Saints clowning Tariq Cohen during the game? Oh, there's like a video. As their D-backs are walking by him, they're like pointing like this. They're not pointing, they're showing height. They're like, look at you. You're just this big. And then they're like showing their size on their helmet. They're like, I'm up here, and you're down here. Like they were clowning him. But anyway, yeah, little guy, Jose Altuve, he takes care of business. He ends it for the Yankees. Let's see that he joins a list of just 7 players with an LCS or World Series walk-off home run in postseason, walk-off winning home run in postseason history. So, league championship, obviously, you win the whole entire series, walk-off. 1960 World Series, Bill Mazeroski. 1976 ALCS, Chris Chambliss of the Yankees. 1993 World Series, Joe Carter. 2003 ALCS, Aaron Boone. 2006 ALCS, Maglio Ordonez. 2014 NLCS, Travis Ishikawa of the Giants against the Cardinals, and now Jose Altuve. So, going to be quite the World Series, gentlemen. It's going to be a pitching duel, from what they say, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, these are the 2 most talented staffs, hands down, right?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the Dodgers are out of it. They had a great staff as well, but so Houston the Nats have already proven that their pitching was better than that one in a way, or whatever. Hitting, I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited. Go Nats, right? Yeah? No? Come on, Bird.
I don't know. Anyway, let's just look at this. Like you said, the pitching. Houston's 3 aces have a combined 17 All-Star games, 4 ERA titles, 2 Cy Young Awards, probably going on 3 with Garrett Cole, and an MVP award between the 3 of them. Garrett Cole, 20-5 on the year, 2.50 ERA, 326 Ks. Justin Verlander, 21-6 on the year, 2.58 ERA, 300 Ks. Zach Greinke, 18-5, 2.93 ERA, 187 Ks. The Nationals, 4 aces, have a combined 12 All-Star games, 3 Cy Young Awards, and 1 ERA title. Annabelle Sanchez in 2013. Steven Strasburg, 18-6 on the year, 3.32 ERA, 251 Ks. Mad Max Scherzer, 11-7 on the year, 2.92 ERA, 243 Ks. Patrick Corbin, 14-7, 3.25, 238 Ks. Annabelle Sanchez, 11-8, 3.85 ERA, 134 Ks. So, looking at this World Series is going to feature 2 Hall of Famers, Verlander and Scherzer, and those are going to be locks to get in there. And 3 more who look poised to make it in there probably with Greinke, Strasburg, and Cole. Strasburg and Cole were both number 1 picks. Verlander went number 2 overall. Greinke went 6th. Scherzer went 11th. That's impressive. That is impressive.
Wow.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Astros trying to add on to already their legacy, and the Nationals trying to build their own. The Astros are a large favorite. I think it's the largest since 2007, is what I read. I know you said go Nats, but I'm Astros.
All right, I'm going Nats. I'm with the brother-in-law.
Serge?
Let's go Nats.
Let's go Nats.
Bryce who?
Yeah.
Is that why you're going? Is that why you're going, Jay?
No.
Because of your love for Bryce?
No, that's not it at all. No,
They wronged him.
No, Astros with the River Bandits. I like their GM.
Sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Sure you do. You're a liar.
Yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, don't really care for Anthony Rendone's beard.
What's wrong, dude?
What?
Are you hating on the guy's beard?
There's nothing too big. Also, okay, let's take a look at some of the scores around yesterday. The Rams beat the Falcons 37-10.
Matty Ice down.
Matty Ice hurt his ankle, and it looks like Atlanta, you can speculate now if Atlanta is tanking for the rest of the season.
Well, Atlanta's out of it, guys. Forget about Atlanta.
Yeah.
And their coach will get fired probably this week.
Ooh.
Watch for it.
How do I say goodbye?
The good times that made us laugh. I'll wave again.
We need that bumper for every time that someone gets fired. All right. Buffalo beat Miami 31-10. New Orleans 36 over the Bears 25. We're going to talk about the Bears later on.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. Jacksonville beat Cincinnati 27-17. Indianapolis beat the Colts 30-23.
Indianapolis beat the Colts?
Indianapolis beat the Houston Texans 30-23.
Chicago beat the Bears.
And Troy beat
Jacoby
himself.
Brissett 26-39, 326 yards, 4 TDs. Dallas beat the Eagles on
That's
Sunday
right.
Football. Dak Prescott 21 for 27, 239 yards and a touchone. They won 37-10.
And a rushing touchdown as well.
Minnesota beat Detroit
Packers won the
42-20.
Super Bowl.
I even have thought.
Green Bay beat Oakland 42-24. Aaron Rodgers 25 for 31, 429 yards, 5 TDs. He is one of only 3 players since 1950 with 400 passing yards, 5 passing TDs, and 1 rushing TD. This game is the only time a Packer has had a perfect passer rating.
Not Brett? Oh,
No.
Brett.
No Bart Starr, no Brett. This is the
Brett
first
used
time.
to send my wife pictures, you know.
Don't you know it?
This is a little Brett, you know.
Arizona Cardinals beat Danny Dimes 27-21.
You're still calling him Danny Dimes.
Sure. Tennessee beat the Chargers despite the fact that the Chargers had the ball down at the goal line to almost win the game. 24-38 for Phillip Rivers, 329-yard, 2 TDs. Baltimore beat Seattle in Seattle 30-16. That was more of a defensive.
That might be the surprise of the week for me.
I think so.
What, Baltimore beating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch too.
San Fran 9-0.
Want to know what game wasn't fun to watch? San Fran winning 9-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
It was sloppy.
The play calling was dumb in that.
Thank God I was at the Tanner's Orchard for that one. Just keeping track on my phone. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, it was awful.
They pitched the shutout at least.
Tonight, the Patriots take on the Jets.
Jets, Jets.
7:15 kickoff, Monday Night Football. The Patriots are minus 9.5 as of right now. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, this is the first time that the favorites, and the favorites will be ahead over the dogs in the NFL all season long. I think they're 8-5. They went this so far. So, the first time the favorites will be ahead over the dogs in the NFL all season long, heading into Week 8. But we got a lot going on. We have the Hawkeye game. We've got talk a little bit more about the NFL. We got to do our Pick 6 recap. We've got T. Roy's Power Rankings. We've got Guess the Lines in the second hour, and much more. But we got to take our first break. We will be right back with Don't Hassles for Local, live on ESPN 1170 AM.
Hey, Quad Cityans, if you love pizza, you need to get to Van's Pizza and More out in the Plex at the corners of Middle and Forest Grove Roads in Bettendorf. They have so many great daily specials with that Van's Pizza you love. Today, 2 large 2-topping pizzas, 2 liters a pop for just $21.99, and you can also get their bonus wings for $7. Yeah, all you need to do is call 563-232-1396, and Van's Pizza and More will have that pizza hot and ready for pickup, or if you live in Bettendorf, you can have it delivered. Delivery area is limited, so make sure you ask when you call. Once again, that's 563-232-1396, Van's Pizza and More, 5023 Competition Drive in Bettendorf.
This is Lobo from Lobo Salsa. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Crisp autumn weather takes us to the home stretch of the fall athletic schedule at Augustana College. 5 soccer home matches at Thorson Lucan Field highlight the upcoming week. Saturday the 19th features a doubleheader hosting Milliken. Women start at 5, men follow at 7:30. The men then host UW Platteville on Wednesday at 7:30, followed by another doubleheader on Saturday. Matches with Elmhurst begin at 1 and 3:30. Find out more at augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
If you're running a business, how much should you invest in retaining your employees? First Midwest Bank has ideas. In today's tight labor market, keeping your employees is more important than ever. A First Midwest banker can help you determine what type of 401k plan to offer. At First Midwest Bank, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window. We'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
Wild Rose Casino and Resort has your chance to amp up the winnings. All month long, we're plugging in huge payouts with hourly drawings every Saturday, from $2,500 in cash all the way up to $10,000 on October 26th. The best part, prizes roll over for no shows. It pays to play and stay at Wild Rose Casino and Resort, Clinton. You'd rather be here.
Must be 21 or older. If you or someone you know needs gambling treatment, call 1-800-BETS-OFF. Sports fans, what you've been waiting for is here. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose is now open in Clinton. Watch and wager on your favorite sports in our all-new Sportsbook and Lounge. Wall-to-wall TVs, featured games, betting windows, and self-serve kiosks. It's what sports bettors have been waiting for. Every catch, every touchdown, every goal, every game. Watch, wager, and win. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose Clinton. Visit wildroseresorts.com. App-based betting not yet available.
From local to global, ESPN 1170 has you covered. Your Quad City sports show is here for you. Don't hassle us, we're local with your favorite foursome. T-Roy, J-Bird, Surge, and you. Weekdays noon to 2 on the Quad City sports leader. ESPN 1170 AM wants you to be an insider. Get access to great contests at ESPN1170am.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM. Not the same old song and dance. New and different every day. Don't hassle us. We're local. Noon till 2 on the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, Local on ESPN AM 1170. Hey, Erickson.
Yeah.
Why are you making that noise all the time?
All right. He had a good. I mean, they did their job. They covered spread.
They won the game. Good for them.
Well, they did what they were supposed to do. Yeah. I mean, Dallas did too. They covered the spread.
I'm not over. You don't hear me?
You want to?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
So, like I said, for the first time all week, all year long, the favorites are ahead. The dogs did not shine as well as they have every other game going out there this week.
Well, should we
in
go
the
over
NFL.
our pick six, Jay?
Sure, go over the pick six.
It's pretty nasty in the NCAA.
Okay.
None of us were winners.
Why does anybody listen to us?
One of us was a terrible loser. That would be me. I was 2-4.
I was ready to take it.
I know. I was 2-4. You two were 3-3. So Washington, I was the only one that got that right. Covered the spread against Oregon and outright won. Illinois, nobody had that, of course. Nobody in the world had that. Even Illinois fans didn't have that.
No, they didn't.
Sir Jay was the only one that took Michigan. Serge and I both got that wrong. You guys took Iowa State. I did not. We all took Minnesota. Yay!
Row the boat.
Surge is the only one that said Iowa will win, but not by that much against Purdue.
Yeah.
By the way, can I say something about Purdue?
Sure.
That rookie, that freshman quarterback and that freshman receiver, they're going to give us fits for a while. And I would not look to us beating that team next year. Maybe not for the next 2 or 3 years.
It's another thing to do with our
I'm just
secondary.
saying that's going to be.
They stretch the field. Rosso told us everything they're going to do. They're
I know,
going to
but
stretch us, and then when they can, they're going to throw underneath the slants and everything else.
That receiver's good, man. 200
They
some yards.
could not run the ball. That's the lowest
right.
output that they've done all year, well under their average. So
be
defense
tough,
held
Jay.
tight.
Just saying.
I mean, a lot of field goals. You can't. Iowa's got more field goals than they do touchdowns right now, and you can't win every game that way.
No.
So
too much stress on your defense. All right, going into the NFL, we still have the Patriots-Jets to be played tonight, but once again, we got 2 winners and 1 big fat loser. That would be me. I'm at 2-3. Sergi, class of the league, at 4-1 right now, and Jay's at 3-2. So let's see. We all took the Texans. Sergi took the Vikings. Jay and I took the Lions. Sergi got that right. You guys both took the Pack. I took the Raiders. You guys got that right. Every one of us took the Saints. We all got that right. Every one of us took the Cowboys. We got that right. And then we all took the Pats. So,
all right. The big difference in the Colts and the Houston game, Colts scored touchdowns in all 4 red zone trips down there, and that's always going to be nice when you do that. Indy moves to 4-2 on the year. Houston to 4-3. What's the next game on there?
Vikings Lions. Vikings just the Vikings have been playing very good of late. They look like they've got it together. Ever since the Bears dismantled them, they've been playing really well. So
both offenses were combined. They were 9 for 9 TDs in the red zone. So that's why you get the high scoring output, 42-30. Cousins look good. Stephon Diggs look good, even despite with the wink and everything else. I mean, they're doing well. The Vikings they're much better. We'll see how they move on your power rankings. What was the third game?
Raiders Packers.
Not much to say there. Packers dominated that game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they went in yards per play, drive points. They turnovers. They were in 2-0. Raiders did win on yards, but that was not much, by 3 yards, and that was basically in garbage time. So.
Yeah, the only reason I took the Raiders +5, I thought they played it close. I thought they played a little closer
coming
off a
week.
bye. That's what I thought. I didn't think the Packers were going to lose that game, but
when you get a second surge just in another window, will you look up the Raiders' schedule for me? All right.
Yes, sir.
And
What
then
are you looking? It's like the next.
Saints at Bears.
yeah, Saints at Bears. Yeah, that Saints defense did a pretty good job. I know the Bears got a touchdown there at the end that really didn't matter, but made that look a little closer than it was. But yeah, the Saints are good. The Saints are really good, and when they get Breeze back, you guys, I very impressed with the Saints right now.
Let's see.
And that was without Alvin Kamara as well.
Yes, Saints got 2 turnovers on the Bears. They almost had more yardage by 200 yards. They were just shy of that. They're up by 175 yards. They outdid the Bears yards per play, 5.7 to 4. Third down conversions. It just didn't look good. And the question is going to be, going into this, Trubisky, does he get benched?
No. I'm sorry.
Why not?
It's too early to give up on him, Serge. I'm sorry. You don't spend that kind of draft picks, money, whatever you want to call it, collateral on that guy to bench him.
I don't know, man.
I'm with you. If you look at it, if you're doing an eye test,
I'm not saying trade him. I'm saying,
I might
bench him.
be. I might be.
Who wants him, Jay? Who are you going to trade him for?
Well, he's got a very good
coffee?
contract. All right?
Okay.
He's got a very good contract.
You trick Daniel Snyder? You're not, because he has old dude waiting in the wings.
What about the Red Rocket in Cincinnati? Mitch gets to go home. He's from Ohio.
The only place I can see Mitch going is maybe
Cincinnati.
The Broncos.
It's a good contract to have. It goes back to Ohio. Get the Red Rocket. He's not working in that system. Cincinnati's not going anywhere. Maybe Jacksonville wants to stick with G. Minshew. Maybe they want to get rid of that weird contract they gave Nick Foles. What are you going to get from Denver for Trubisky.
Draft pick, maybe.
But what? You can't trade up that much and then turn around. That's that contract. There's got to be some. What about Eli Manning?
I've heard that a lot, actually.
There's just no way.
Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it.
There's got to be somebody else. What about
Tony Romo?
What about Teddy Two Gloves? Now that when Breeze comes back,
They aren't getting rid of Teddy.
no way.
Not even close.
So you're just gonna sit there and let Chase Daniels play?
I don't know. I think they're going to stick with him. Listen, that's a very good defense they lost to, man. I just hold the boat. Don't just tie up to the shoreline. Just chill out for now. Don't get rid of the dude.
I don't understand what's going on with the coach either. Nagy said that he thought that they were going to run the ball better. That was his post-game thing. He said he thought our running game was going to be better. They ran 7 times. How can you say I thought we were going to run better when you run 7 times?
All right, I'm sorry, but let's just go here. You got Montgomery and Cohen. Neither one of them are as good as Zeke. These guys shut down Elliott. Why would he say that? This is a very good defense.
I know, but you can't sit there and say I thought we were going to run the ball better when you only run 7 times.
Well, it's hard to.
You can't trade up to get Montgomery and then not give him the ball when you don't have draft picks as it is.
Maybe Nagy's not a good coach. Maybe. I don't know.
3 carries for 10 yards.
Was that
Tariq Cohen?
Yeah.
Montgomery had 2 for 6. This is comical.
Yes. Yeah. In the final game of our pick 6, we all had the Cowboys.
We all took the Cowboys.
That was dominating from the very beginning, but it was off of turnovers, right? Because they beat them in the turnover part of the game, 4 turnovers to 1. They were up 14-0 before the Eagles even knew it.
They were all over the Eagles. Listen, I've said this. I said it before. They've had the Eagles number. Even the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they had the Eagles number.
The Eagles turned over right away. So 2 of their Cowboys had scoring drives of 14 and 16 yards.
Yeah, they were sacking him, getting the ball, knocking it out.
And then your kicker, he kicked a 63-yarder.
Yeah.
There's been 10 plus 60-yard kicks in NFL history. He has 3 of them.
Yeah.
2 at 62 or 61 and 1 at 63.
Yeah.
He's not as accurate at about the 40, though.
No.
But he's 3 for 3 and 60 plus.
Yeah, I love him.
Well, you got to feel good about that.
What happened with Van Der Esch? I might have been a little inebriated, but he got knocked out of the game. Is he all right?
I'd have to go back and look at it. Go back and go to the YouTube, watch a game in 8 minutes type of thing clips that you can do.
But yeah, it was. I was very happy. I had a lot of celebratory cocktails.
Anderson said it was a neck injury.
Okay.
Is he all right, Anderson? All right? Is he coming back? Is he moving?
It's just the day after. They're not going to come up with too much right now.
But yeah, that was defensive domination, and the offense looked great. So very happy with that.
So let's see.
And then tonight we're all over the Patriots.
Yes.
All right. He's expected to be okay. He's had X-rays. He should be okay.
All right, good. Yeah, he's a young talent. I hate to see him go down like that.
So Dallas sits atop the NFC East at 4-3, while Philly falls to 3-4.
Yeah, I mean
it's looking like the winner of this is the only one that's going to make the playoffs out of the East.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I think
Same thing with the South, right?
Well, we'll get to my power rankings if you want to start that.
We will in a second.
Okay. I would say in the South, the Saints. Yeah.
So it's the West and the North looking to get the 2 more, the 2 wild cards.
And right now, yeah, the North would have, in my eyes, the Packers and the Vikings making it, and the West would have the Niners and the Seahawks making it.
But yeah, that's like I said. It's whoever wins the East now. It's not. That's pretty much it. So Philly needs to figure out what they're doing. Apparently, Jaguars offered Philly the same deal. Well, actually, when the Rams made the offer for Jalen Ramsey, they called Philly and said, "Here's the trade. We'll give it to you for the same deal." And Philly told him to go kick rocks.
Yeah.
Now, looking at it now, Philly's secondary might have helped him out a little bit because it's not good.
No.
We went from, and it's a weird thing with Dak because we went at the beginning of the year talking about him being worth the money, the 300 that he turned down $30 million a year, and we said he should be around 35, 36.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz was the level where to go at and he went toe to toe with him.
He outdueled him.
Yep. So
he looked great. Even in the losses, he hasn't looked all that bad.
Looking back at some of the other ones, though, just over the NFL, going back to what I said, Atlanta looks like they're tanking at 1-6, and they're just beat up.
Yeah.
Love Julio Jones, but he's hurt. Now Matty Ice is hurt, and he's on ice. His ankle's on ice. Matty on ice.
Matty on ice.
Yeah.
I hear he's coming with Disney.
Not much there. And the Rams, because you don't really know. I mean, that was a team, like you said, the Super Bowl hangover, but just walked in there 37-10 and just beat them up.
That doesn't. I don't know. I mean, the Rams are fine. They're still a formidable team, but I don't know.
When we talked on Thursday, I believe it was, or Friday, with Nate Joyce from For Fantasy's Sake, he told us to pick up Chase Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
I had him. I picked him up in 2 leagues.
Yeah.
It was a game-time decision for David Johnson of the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
I left David Johnson in.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Edmonds had, depending on where you're at, anywhere from 37 to 40 points fantasy. Cost me 2 victories.
I lost to Rasball by 4 points because Patrick Mahomes went down with an injury.
Did not have a good week fantasy-wise.
Yeah.
Not happy about it. Struggling. I do not like it one bit.
Oh, in one league I'm terrible. I'm like 1-5.
All right, let's take our second break. When we come back, let's do T. Roy's power rankings after what he's seen of Week 7 of the NFL. How you doing over there?
I don't know. I can barely read these ads right now. I see 3 of them. Front Street Brewery.
You're the one in the middle. Nailed it. Thanks, buddy.
Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, and it's right there along the bank of the mighty Mississippi.
It is.
Yes, it is.
All
It's
right.
been serving Davenport since 1992 with so many great beers like the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, Raging River. Jay's drinking that vanilla porter, and the also-popular Cherry Bomb Blonde.
Hey,
you can check out their Facebook page for all their food and drink specials. And visit the webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. The restaurant is soon to be open again. Let's clap and get happy. 208 East River Drive. Tap room still rocking and rolling in the Freight House Complex. So get down and check out some beers from our friends at Front Street Brewery.
This is Merrick Brave from SCW Pro, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
We're out in the great north woods of Scott County with outdoorsman and part-time motorcycle maniac Mark Brenny of Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf to see what he does in the off-season. Hey, Mark, what are you doing up in that tree?
Hunting deer. Don't want my family to starve this winter.
So, what's all that equipment you have there?
Well, there's my thermos, my Walkman, Game Boy, pork and beans, microwave, newspaper, well, and of course my trusty gun.
So, how'd you get all that out here?
Only one way. Got me a new Yamaha four-wheel drive all-terrain vehicle. Made it in one load. Comes with front and rear racks, A-frame suspension, shaft drive. I even put a camouflage cover on this one.
Okay, so what's with the snowplow?
Well, you never know. Hey, wait, I see a deer.
Mark, that deer is as small as my dog.
So, watch this shot.
Oh, Mark, I think you missed.
Well, that's how most deer hunts go. So let's just ride Yamaha four-wheelers the rest of the day. Hey, wait, there's another one.
See them at Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic, 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa.
Did I hit it?
Almost.
Wild Rose Casino and Resort has your chance to amp up the winnings. All month long, we're plugging in huge payouts with hourly drawings every Saturday, from $2,500 in cash all the way up to $10,000 on October 26th. The best part? Prizes roll over for no shows. It pays to play and stay at Wild Rose Casino and Resort, Clinton. You'd rather be here.
Must be 21 or older. If you or someone you know needs gambling treatment, call 1-800-BETS-OFF. Sports fans, what you've been waiting for is here. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose is now open in Clinton. Watch and wager on your favorite sports in our all-new Sportsbook and Lounge. Wall-to-wall TVs, featured games, betting windows, and self-serve kiosks. It's what sports bettors have been waiting for. Every catch, every touchdown, every goal, every game. Watch, wager, and win. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose Clinton. Visit wildroseresorts.com. App-based betting not yet available.
The experts at Helitech know that a sinking foundation is a serious problem. Uneven floors, separated baseboards, windows or doors that stick can all be signs of significant structural damage that needs to be addressed. Call the foundation repair experts at Helitech to get your free estimate today. If you don't address your foundation issues, they will lead to more serious issues, such as bowed walls, water damage, and even structural collapse. As your hometown foundation repair contractor for over 30 years, Helitech uses industry-leading solutions to repair your sinking foundation. Your home is the largest investment you will typically make. Who better to trust with your family's home than Helitech? They healed my home. They'll heal yours too. Helitech.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Talk about the Cubs, Bears, and all the local sports every day with Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, noon to 2. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Hey, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle. Brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish, and this is Don't Hassle Us Local on ESPN AM 1170.
The World Series is set for Tuesday. First pitch is going to be 7:08 our time. Washington Nationals at the Houston Astros. Max Scherzer is going to take the ball against Garrett Cole. Should be a fantastic game. Yesterday we went over the scores already, but real quick, Rams beat the Atlanta Falcons 37-10. Buffalo beat Miami 31-21. Saints took care of business in Chicago, 36-25. Jacksonville beat Cincinnati 27-17. Indianapolis home victors against the Texans, 30-23. Dallas on Sunday night beats Philadelphia 37-10 in an NFC East divisional game. Kansas City on Thursday night beat Denver. Minnesota Vikings in an NFC Mats division beat the Lions 42-30. Green Bay beat Oakland 42-24. Danny Dimes lost to Kyler Murray.
Danny Dimes, stop it with that.
27-21. He was 22 of 35 for 223 yards.
All 22 of them were dimes.
Yep. Tennessee beat the Chargers 23-20. The Ravens beat Seattle 30-16, and San Fran 9-0. Looks like a baseball score over the Redskins. I got a quick question for you before we get into T-Roy's Tears.
Yeah.
It's not a coach's corner. It's more of a parenting thing. How about a conference corner? I have a parent-teacher conference today. I've been waiting on this for almost 2 years.
Which one? For
a year now.
For,
a year.
For beef?
For both kids.
Oh, okay.
But really, more importantly, like my daughter. They're both fine. The conferences are going to be fine. I always go into the conferences saying this. All right, I've told you this before, but for this advice for those of you out there, I do think there's two types of parents out there. There are those that just sit there and think their kids are just the most wonderful thing in the world, and every adult is a complete ding-dong, and there's no way, whatever their kid says is 100% right. Forget the fact that their kid is like 8 and hasn't lived a life, but they're just going to be like, oh, no, the adults are dumb. I'm not that way. I walk into parent-teacher conference and I say, here's what we're going to do. I'm only going to believe 10% of what my child says happens in the classroom if you agree to only believe 10% of what my child says happens at home. And we'll stick to that. Everything's going to be cream cheese. You know, it's a great formula. Every teacher says, I think you might have used to be a teacher. I'm like, bingo. Because I don't believe everything my kid said happens at school. That being said,
I've literally said to my Hazel's teachers, Hey, how's my little monster doing today? And
Like,
admit every
great.
word of it.
Yeah, they're great. So, the student council elections for this elementary school.
They're already doing it in elementary?
Oh, yeah, they've always done it elementary.
Really?
Yeah.
We didn't do it till junior high.
Yeah, at least in 5th grade when I was there.
Okay.
So they started in 3rd grade, 4th grade. Here's how this works.
Weren't you student body president at one point?
In the 8th grade I was, yes. Different story. We'll talk about it another time. Student council elections, which I'm sure you'd meet every once in a while, and it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, what are they going to do? Promise, like, pizza every day?
No, I want a new candy machine.
But they represent their class. But here's the thing. My daughter decided not to go out for student council after having a conversation with me.
Okay.
You can put your name in. You can say, like, I'm going to run for student council for the class. Basically, be the class representative. How's that?
Yeah.
But you don't give a speech. You write something up at home and bring it in, and then it is printed off for the kids to look at, so they don't know who they're voting for. And on top of it, they are explicitly told...
They're doing a blind draw.
Explicitly told you can't vote for your friends.
What?
Yes.
What?
Okay, hear me out. They write something up, all right? So let's just say 3 sentences. I feel like I'll be a good representative because I look out for my classmates and I always do the right thing and I show up on time and I'm responsible. Whatever, okay? I don't know.
All right.
Whatever you want to write. Whatever the parents are going to write at home, that's what they're going to write.
Yeah.
But it may be like...
If you vote for me, every day will be summer.
There you go. But you could say, instead of being like, hey, Serge, I know I'm not giving the speech, but here's the 3 things I wrote about.
If you vote for me,
yeah,
all your wildest dreams will come true.
But explicitly, they're told you can't vote for your friends.
That's stupid. Why? What do you mean?
That's not how
it's all a popularity contest. You can't tell people how to vote.
Yes. Here's the thing.
What is this? What is this school teaching these kids?
I'm very, very worried about it.
Are they communists?
And I'm worried about how much of a hill I'm planning to die on. Like, do I go in? I want to
see this in writing, or is this like just?
This is what I'm told.
Die on this hill every day.
You've been told from who?
My daughter.
Yeah,
but this is the 2nd year in a row she told me.
So my guess is what they told her is, don't just vote for somebody because they're your friend.
Okay. That's what I'm going to find out today.
Her interpretation is wrong. Dad, they said I can't vote for our friends.
That's what I'm going to find. That's what I'm going to find out. I'm not going in with like, hey, what's going on? But I'm going to ask.
And BS, yeah, just vote for him because of your friend. Why not?
Not going to do what y'all think I'm going to do. Just freak out.
It's a legitimate question, right? You know, she's just like, I don't want to. She said, I don't want to run. It just doesn't. Something doesn't sit well with me. And I said, you know what? I agree with you. I said, I don't know. Basically, what is the teacher going to say? She's going to say, it's not my rule.
Tell her she's 11. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, she's going to say, not my rule. It's the principal's rule. Go take it up with them.
Dude,
it just doesn't seem right.
I want to know if it's true. You better have an update for me.
I will find out. I'll give you a follow-up tomorrow.
I'll write it.
That's good. Then
that'll stop me from ever sending my kid to Bettendorf school.
Well, stop.
I'm just saying.
Thus concludes
Bettendorf Communist Party.
Parent-teacher conference corner. I don't have a coach's corner for you this weekend. We didn't have a tournament. Thus includes my parent-teacher conference corner. Anyway,
you will vote who I vote. You will vote for.
That's what I say.
You cannot vote for your friends.
And I wonder.
Vote for Vladimir.
I remember being. All right, I remember the election in '84.
Yeah,
and I remember the school-wide they let you like vote, and they had.
Yeah, we did too.
You know, and then for every vote they.
And guess who won hands down in '84?
Reagan.
Yeah, but even in the school election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ours too, but like all the votes, and they put like those paper links, and you could see all the votes tallied. I wonder if they do that anymore. I wonder if they're going to do that next fall. I wonder if they allow the kids to do that, or if they say like, no, don't vote. Anyway, it's a weird thing because you should go into it about really about. I know what it's going to be. She's a delight to have in class. She's a helper or whatever else. Be like, yeah. Move on. Let's talk about your electoral process.
Can you record it?
I really should.
I can't wait to hear this. This is tonight?
This is, this afternoon.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Dude, call me immediately.
If she's wrong, I'm going to be like, you embarrassed me in front of your teacher. I went in there. Yeah. I can't believe you did that. All right. Anyway, enough of a parent-teacher conference corner. T-Roy, let's look at the tiers as of after Week 7, going into Week 8.
Only if I can have some music.
Okay, I will.
Only if I can have some music.
Jay. Sure. I think that's a good call. I think.
Do not vote for me, Jay. Vote for Sir Jay. Okay, do not vote. There it is.
Yeah. All right, T-Roy's tiers.
Oh man,
The
a lot
power
of football
rankings,
yesterday, guys. A lot of exciting action. Some movers and shakers in the league. And let's see where we're at. Jay, the top of my bracket has not changed. 1 through 4 remain the same. Pats, 49ers, Saints, and then the Packers. But I have moved the Saints up into Tier 1. There are now 3 teams in the Tier 1. The Patriots, the 49ers, and the Saints. Tier 1.
Oh, okay.
And then the Pack is the head of Tier 2. They're at number 4. Followed by the Buffalo Bills, the Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs at 7, Minnesota Vikings at 8, and the Dallas Cowboys at 9.
Okay. Let's just talk about that real quick, where the Chiefs are, because right now we're looking at anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks.
Yes. Listen, they still came out and won the ball game. I'll evaluate them next week. We'll see how they play without him.
Yes.
I mean, they're still a talented team. They could drop. I mean, this could be very bad for them. So, but we'll see how they play without him. Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm not just gonna, I'm not gonna knee-jerk react just because the guy's injured. I mean, if we'd have done that with the Saints, would have been wrong. So, at 10, the Indianapolis Colts, Jay. Very impressive victory over your Texans. Moving down, the Seahawks.
It was at home. Relax. It was a home game.
Oh, my bad.
You're supposed to win at home in the NFL.
Okay.
Especially when you have 2 talented teams
Tell
like
Chicago that. I'm still mad.
He is upset, I can tell. At 11, I have the Seahawks. At 12, the Rams. At 13, they were dormant this week, and I left them where they were, Carolina Panthers. And at 14, the Texans. That is Tier 3. In Tier 4, these teams are all powerful teams, but they're all heading in the wrong direction currently. The Lions, the Bears, the Raiders, and the Eagles at 18.
What do you mean they're...
I have Lions at 15, Bears 16, Raiders 17, Eagles 18.
But clarify when you say they're all powerful teams, but they're all heading in the wrong direction.
They're all coming off losses. Mm-hmm. Some of them back-to-back losses.
Bombing.
And just not playing together as I think these are teams that are better than what their record indicates. But right now they're not playing well. So I would say they're still dangerous. And any given week they can get it together and they can really whip somebody's butt. But right now they're not trending up per se. Okay?
Okay.
And then in Tier 5, it's the teams just below those ones. They're maybe playing good sometimes. They have some issues. But I have Pittsburgh at 19, Jacksonville at 20, the Browns at 21, the Bucks at 22.
Okay.
Tier 6, these teams are just whatever. Who knows what they are. They're not bad. They're not good. The Broncos, Titans, and Chargers. All right?
Yep.
Tier 7, these teams are bad. They have some good players. The Cardinals, the Giants, and the Falcons. And then Tier 8, the worst of the worst. Cincy, Jets, Washington, Miami.
I think you could move Atlanta down in the Tier 8.
Maybe
I think Tier 7 could just be a 2-team there. Let's see. The only one, I think the Rams are trending in the right direction, whereas Seattle looks a little bit more exposed. I could flip those, but
I still think if you played the Seahawks against the Rams right now, the Seahawks will win. Rams look good on the road against Atlanta, but I don't think that was hard to do. Carolina is the one I want to see what they continue to do. Kyle Allen.
So now we got 3 teams in Tier 1.
Yes. That Saints defense is for real. Teddy Two Gloves is getting it done. I mean, like I said, they did that without Kamara yesterday. I mean, it's a very good Bears defense.
There's a quarterback controversy. What do you do? What do you do in New Orleans?
No,
What do you mean there's not?
You bring
There's
Breeze
not
back.
controversy.
Yeah, you bring Breeze back.
Would he have won all those games?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely, he would have.
Okay.
A for effort.
A for effort. That's why you have a backup, right? A good backup.
No, A for effort on you trying to stir the pot.
Well, I mean, I'm not the only one. I mean, it's going to be all over.
Of course, people are going to mention it, but if they can't actually say that seriously.
They're crazy.
They can bring it up.
MVP caliber dude.
Right.
I mean,
What? Oh, I thought.
What are you going to do? Do you want Breeze back? Yes.
I picked at the beginning of the year
Stop
for him to win the MVP.
Knock
yeah.
it off.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Like I said, those three teams right now, I want to say those are the top three defenses in the NFL as well.
Who, in your tier one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be. That would be right.
I think they are. I think
Yeah.
they're the top three defenses in the NFL as well. So
Which I need a lot out of that Patriots defense tonight in fantasy in one league. So we'll see what happens. Sammy Spleen versus Terrific Tom. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw any of this. This ridiculous story about Tom Brady.
In the TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so?
Who comes up with it? I watched the show. I watched 5 out of 6 episodes. I have to watch the finale, which is
what's the name of the show
It's
again?
called Living with Yourself with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
It's basically the movie from like let's see, 1996, 97, Multiplicity, kind of flipped up the other way, where like what happens if your other self and you don't get along. So anyway, we'll get the gist of the thing is that he's not happy with his life. He's down his luck. He's a marketing guy, and he's just going through the motions. He's struggling with fertility with his wife, and this guy at work is just killing it. And he even says, he was like, "What happened to you? You know, you used to hide behind the interns when they asked for pitches. Like, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I went to this place, and you know, they basically clone you to make your better self." Well, oddly enough, the places where he sends him to, it's a spa. It's in the middle of a strip mall. So he's like debating whether to go in or not. All right, and this is episode 1. He's debating whether to go in or not, and out comes Tom Brady. And Tom Brady just walks by him. He sees him, the window's down, and he sees he's nervous. And Tom Brady goes, "Your first time?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You?" And he goes, "No, 6th." Now I look at it like, 6 Super Bowl rings, right?
Yeah.
That's great. That's funny.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Your boy Clemson Carl was one of the first ones on this, too, by the way. That's how you know he's a douche.
Stop. Right away now, people are questioning him to be like, was that a shot at Kraft? You know, and Kraft is getting Kraft.
How dare your boy Clemson Carl was his words verbatim. How dare he make light of what happened with his boss getting caught in a child what was it? A human trafficking ring.
He was taped behind a green screen. He taped it well before this happened. This was filmed well before this whole thing went down.
I know.
What is wrong with people that you're like, hey, Tom Brady, how do you feel about you kind of showing up your boss and going into a spa in a strip mall like he did? Like, there's no way. And Tom Brady just kept going back to the guys like, is this what you do? You know, like, is this what you dig up? This is what you think about? And the guy's like, well, didn't you think about it? He's like, no. He goes, it was a good story. They asked me to do it. I thought it was great. I didn't know that they were going to do it at a strip mall, nor would I even give it 2 thoughts about it. And I just think
a lot of people need to get slapped in the face, starting with Carl.
No, it doesn't. Stop with my guy Carl.
Carl's an idiot.
So it was strange, and I watched a lot of the show. You could see how it could have been a 2-hour movie, but they made it into 6.
Speaking of new shows, have you guys watched Peaky Blinders yet?
No, I've never seen it.
Dude, that's good.
I've heard it's good. Our friend Mark Van Severen told me a long time ago I need to watch it.
Oh, I'm watching it.
All right.
Good. I think it just came out.
Yeah, I like the way
I
like the way he leans into it too. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching it." But yeah, it's like I said, they're just one of those crazy.
It started 6 years ago.
What happened?
The show started 6
Peaky
years
Blinders?
ago. Yeah.
Are you
really?
Are you binging through it right now?
No, we just started watching it.
Which season 1?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
6 years ago it came out?
Yeah.
You know who's a good quarterback?
That Aaron Rodgers?
That Aaron Rodgers guy.
Wait a minute. Really? It came out 6 years ago?
Yes. It started 2013.
Huh. Damn good show.
Heard those Patriots are pretty good.
Quit making fun of me. I've been watching a lot of Disney movies lately, man. I don't get to see things.
I understand.
Sometimes
I've been there.
Sometimes I drink.
No, that's not it. I've been there before. So, like you.
So you don't like the rankings?
I like your rankings. I always do. The only one I would, and I'm not here to be critical of any of them.
They're pretty good, but
yeah, the only I do see Rams ahead of Seattle, but it's only one spot. Other than that, I don't see anything in particular where like somebody jumps out of another. I mean, I honestly believe right now the NFC North is a 2-team race.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say that. I mean,
Vikings back right now.
It would have been a different story if the Lions win the Monday night game and then they don't lose yesterday. But
I feel that loss on that Monday night game really it did something psychologically to the Lions too. You know what I mean? Because I thought they were going to come out and play the Vikings tough, and they just got steamrolled.
Yes.
Whereas the Vikings, they took that loss against the Bears and said, all right, we're better than this, and they've solidified everything since. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if the defense for the Lions, was a little bit sluggish from Monday Night Football game or whatever else, but still, you can't give up. You can't have a team be perfect in the red zone every time. Vikings moved to 5-2 in the year. Lions 2-3-1. So,
yeah.
And I don't know what the answer is for the Bears. They really don't.
I really don't either.
I don't know if it's offensive line. I don't know if. I don't think.
Where do you want me to start?
Yeah, go. I don't know.
What do you think, Sergi?
Offensive line, horrible. Play calling, worse. Quarterback situation, not good. Defense,
yeah.
There's my assessment.
And I think right now too, the defense is still the defense is good.
Their defense is good,
but they're on the field too much.
You can't rely 100% on your defense to win your games.
They're right now. They're on the field too much, and they can't make those. They can't make as many dramatic plays because they're tired.
Really is the thing that pisses me off the most. It's horrible. Okay, it's inconsistent. They look lost. Like one game you got Trubisky throwing 17 passes, the next time you got him throwing 54. What are you doing?
And if Nagy's correct on this whole thing where he wants to be more of a run team, well, you have to pound the ball with Montgomery.
You want to be a more run team? Maybe you should run the ball.
Yeah,
there you go.
Start by that.
Okay,
and then
you have two very good running backs.
Yeah,
both running backs are very good.
You can have them both in at all times. Have them both to be 3-down backs. Then they don't know what.
It's frustrating. They're very hard to watch.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I said, I'm not giving up on Trubisky. I'm not saying trade him, but they need to bench him for a game. Somebody asked this earlier.
What do the Bears have next week?
Troy, what has he done? What has he done to give you any confidence in him?
None, really.
Right.
I mean, honestly.
Okay.
If I'm looking at I'm playing Chase Daniels.
Yeah. Okay. Earlier, like 20 minutes ago, you sounded like no. Trubisky.
Okay. You're saying like bench him for good.
No, I'm saying bench him for at least a game. Not necessarily for good, but at least for a game.
I say this: one more game, if he can't get it done, then you bring Shane Daniels.
Okay,
absolutely. But
then you have to think long term too, because
right now,
you're
sitting him down. You're telling him mentally too. So there's a lot of aspects. If you bench him, you're making a decision that's going to impact everything. So
his downfield passes are horrendous. They are awful.
He just hasn't grown from the year prior. And he looked pretty good last year. At least he looked serviceable last year. How about that?
Right.
And like I said, O-line will be a big problem with that if they're not giving him the protection he needs.
Erickson just commented here and said he threw into double and triple team coverage. He does it all the time.
Yeah. I'm
so sick of it. It'd be different if he was so accurate and he threw into double coverage and they completed a pass. That means your quarterback is so talented he can do that and get away with it because he knew what he was doing.
Right.
He just looks lost. Their whole offense looks lost.
He's at a career low right now of yards gained per pass attempt. He's not on pace to take the most sacks of his career, but he's on his way maybe second most. And I know it's only 3 years. I keep wondering about the number of snaps because he only played his senior year.
Right.
He doesn't have a lot of starts in him. But you do have to look at the Bears were the benefit of an easier schedule last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they had an easier schedule too, but their defense also stepped up and their offense didn't look as lost as they do this year.
Yeah.
They should not have lost this game to the Saints. I'm sorry, the Bears also made the Saints look very, very good. The Saints are good, yes, but they also made them look even better than they are. They made Teddy Two Gloves look like a Pro Bowler. Okay?
Which I didn't think that they were going to move the ball like that.
You want to tell me that the Bears defense is that good when the Saints put up 36 on them?
Well, some of those were turnovers. I mean, due to turnovers, your defense can't do a whole lot to you. Two of those points for sure were a safety. Could have been a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That's what I'm getting at. When your offense puts your defense in a unwinnable situation, that sucks.
Right.
Well, it is Monday, and we get to do Guess the Lines.
Yay!
So why don't we take a quick break?
Okay.
And when we come back, let's play Guess the Lines. It'll be week 8, Guess the Lines. And I'm pretty sure... Is it me?
You're 4-2-1, dude. All right.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep, 4-2-1.
Good for you.
Good. All right.
Good for you, Jay.
Thanks.
Way to bring it up.
Yeah, well, we got to keep a score. All right.
It's not even
All right. Read the promo.
Read the ad.
Make all your Sundays fun days at Pints with $2.50 20-ounce domestic drafts, $3 you-call-its, and live music from 6 to 9. We supply the party. You supply the fun. This coming week, we're going to have Jordan Danielson. Right? Or no, did we just have Jordan?
No, Sunday.
Yeah, we just had Jordan Danielson.
Sunday night we don't because it's
T-Roy, stay off the booze.
We don't because it's Packers Chiefs.
Yeah, no music this week. And every Monday through Friday for happy hour vans, complimentary pizza at Pints. So make sure you get into Pints, 5268 Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
We come back in just a few minutes. We're going to do Week 8, Guess the Lines, where you can play along with us, guess in your car or Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles, too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Crisp autumn weather takes us to the home stretch of the fall athletic schedule at Augustana College. 5 soccer home matches at Thorson Lucan Field highlight the upcoming week. Saturday the 19th features a doubleheader hosting Milliken. Women start at 5, men follow at 7:30. The men then host UW Platteville on Wednesday at 7:30, followed by another doubleheader on Saturday. Matches with Elmhurst begin at 1 and 3:30. Find out more at augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
At Casey's, we're not just here for made-from-scratch dough, fresh pepperoni, hand-cut veggies, and melty 100% mozzarella cheese. We're here for game night. Here for online ordering. And here for victory celebrations. Now at Casey's, get a large taco pizza for just $13.99. Casey's, here for handmade pizza, here for good. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike 3.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot.
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company. Plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show. Don't hassle us, we're local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window. We'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
All right, everybody, we're back, and we're going to play Guess the Lines here in the Hassle Castle.
We are, but we got some breaking news.
We do?
Yeah.
What?
Remember on Friday I told you about this big matchup between 5th and 6th grade teams?
Yeah. Luna was telling us about it. Yeah.
Bettendorf.
They have a kid that's kicking like 40-yard field goals.
Yes. Bettendorf hasn't lost in I don't know how many years, a 5th and 6th grade team. And,
they played tonight, right?
And the DeWitt team hasn't either. DeWitt got on the horn and said, hey, we got to do this. We got to play a game. So they're nice enough at Two Bell Stadium in Bettendorf to put a little game together between his 5th and 6th grade kids. And yours truly is going to be on the PA calling the game.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't
Brockmeyer?
Huh?
Did
Little
they,
Brockmeyer, yeah.
So they didn't have to take it to a vote or anything because people couldn't vote for the Friends.
No, they didn't. They texted me and said, hey, what are you doing tonight?
The Bettendorf
They said,
Communist School District.
Let me check first with the right people and
The
see what I can
BCSD.
do. I said, you're going to have rosters and everything for me? They said, yeah. I think I'll just make up stats as it goes if they don't have that for me.
Really?
I don't know. I'll do something fun.
What time is it?
It's at 6 o'clock. Man, you're busy. All of a sudden, you're busy. I'd love to have you up in the booth with me. It'd be a lot of fun.
I wonder if she'll let me out of the
Yeah.
house again.
I
2
don't
nights in a
know.
row.
I
Honey,
don't know.
honey, remember how cool I said you were?
Yeah. Anyway, I think that would be a lot of fun. And good for these kids. For the DeWitt Sabres, their 5th and 6th grade team, and for their having a friendly game coming down here, and basically, just the best of the best. I love it. It's been put to me like this. It's like Xavier versus Dowling, Alabama versus Clemson, Militich versus Michael Nunn, Pat versus Michael Nunn. It's all in one.
Did you see that?
And them going up to Cedar.
That was
Clinton,
funny. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
So, all right, it's going to be. It's our time for.
Guess the Lines.
That's right.
So excited. Time to play the game. You're totally going down this week too.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I feel
you are.
good about this.
Time to play the game.
All right, Guess the Lines. Brought to you by William Hill Casino, Iowa, down at the Isle of Capri, downtown Bettendorf. Go down there, get all your sports wagering done. You can download the app, and you can just do it from your home as well. So every week we look at the games. We don't look ahead at what Vegas has. We guess what they are, and then we compare the two and see who wins that game. We add it all up and see who wins the week. Feel free to play along with us on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread or along in the car or at work. This way it kind of just helps you get to know where the Vegas is at, and we see if we're close or right dead on, or if we have no idea where their head is at. So week 8, NFL Pick'em, starts with the Thursday night game, the Washington Redskins at the Minnesota Vikings.
This is going to be a bloodbath, Jay.
Okay, but just by how much?
I got Minnesota by 10.
I've got them by a little bit more. And I think it should be this high. I've got them at minus 12.
Serge?
I'm going to have them at minus 16.
That's what the line is?
Yes.
Ooh.
16.
Wow.
That makes sense to me.
Circle gets the square for Jaybird.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of points, but after seeing what Minnesota did against the Lions, and the Lions, going toe-to-toe with Green Bay, what they're looking at is the public to be giving up the points. The Sharps are probably going to hammer that, but what does Washington bring to the table, though?
No, nothing.
They're just looking for value there. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the Sunday game. Sunday, October 27th. We have a buttload of noon games and only 3 afternoon games. So starting with Seattle at Atlanta. Seattle fresh off the loss against the Ravens. The Falcons loss against the Rams. So Atlanta lost at home. Seattle lost at home as well. I gave this one Seattle -4.
I got Seattle -6.
Jaybird gets it again. It's -3.5.
Oh, boy. It's like a nice little lead off and a bunt over there, but somehow there was an error, so now I got 2 runners on.
Somehow there was an error there. Somehow I'm going to use a baseball reference in football.
All right. The Eagles at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo hanging around. Maybe a wild card team. Philadelphia Eagles struggling in the NFC East. Public just seeing them off a loss to the Cowboys. I've got Buffalo -3.5 at home.
I got Buffalo -3.
Buffalo -2.
Yay. Oh, double play ball.
T-Ray on the board. little slap bunt that goes around.
I don't like that.
Ducks in the pond.
I don't like that. I don't understand the -2 for Buffalo.
Well, they think Philly's a better team. Jay?
They do, but I saw...
I know. I think Buffalo's going to...
Buffalo's defense is better than Philadelphia's defense.
Yes. I think Buffalo beats the crap out of them. It's going to be fun to watch.
All right. The Chargers at the Chicago Bears. Both these teams, you don't really know what you're getting here.
Yeah, I didn't. This was a hard one. This was one of the few hard ones I thought. But I think the Bears are better, and they're at home. So I went Bears -4.
Ooh. I thought for sure you'd give them the old-fashioned -3, which is what I did. I gave them the Bears -3.
T-Roy gets 2 stars there. Chicago -4.
Ooh.
That's too much.
And T-Roy gets out of the inning with a strike on call.
That's too
Strikeout called
It's too many points. Chicago should not be giving up that many points.
You like your 3 better?
I thought the 3, and I thought for sure the Sharps would get in on it, but you're going to give the 3 at home.
Yeah.
All right. Danny Dimes comes to Detroit. Take on Matthew Stafford.
I hear Kershaw's going to be at this game.
Yeah, did you know that Kershaw and Stafford went to high school together?
They're buds, man.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Both
New
have
York
stupid
Giants
faces.
off a loss at home. Detroit, do people believe in them now?
Yeah.
After just getting really beat down against the Vikings. I've got Detroit -7.5.
I got Detroit -6.
Jaybird pulls this one out here. It's Detroit -7.
Sure is.
Sure is.
Okay, fresh off a bye, Tampa Bay going to Tennessee. It's going to be Tannehill still, right?
I assume.
In Tennessee, they got the win. But that was at home. And like I said, Chargers had a goal line opportunity in the final moments of that game.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
I just went Tennessee -3. I don't know who's a better team yet.
I went the exact opposite. I don't care if they just beat them or not. I've got Tampa Bay -3.5.
So it's going to go to T-Roy. Tennessee -2.5.
Take the points. Take the points all day and run with Tampa Bay there. I don't care if you don't know which team. Come on, that's a home. That's a road dog screaming at you, barking at you.
Settle down, Rocky.
This one, I bet you I'm way off on this one. I don't even know what I was thinking here.
Cincinnati at the Rams? What were you thinking? What do you got?
I really don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I got in thought and I just stopped writing. Cincinnati at the Rams. This is a typo on my end, but I had to be interrupted or something. This isn't right. Anyway, I for some reason I put the Rams -1. So here's a layup for you. I have no idea what I was doing here.
I'll give you. I have it -7.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Maybe I forgot to write a 0 behind that. I'm going to blame somebody else for this.
What did you guys pick?
I got Rams -1 somehow on my sheet.
What?
I got -7.
That's what I just said. Something.
That's what I thought. That's why I asked you to repeat it.
I'm telling you, somebody interrupted me, and I meant to put a 0, but
it's
in the ink.
That
It's
would
right
have been
there.
better because it's the Rams -12.5.
Jeez.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody's getting in trouble. It's not me. I'll take it out on Sophie's teacher at parent-teacher conference. Blame them. I don't even know. I had to be interrupted here.
I didn't do it.
Hmm.
I don't even know if I was here when you filled yours out.
You were not.
Okay.
Okay.
Cardinals at the Saints.
Yep. Arizona Cardinals at the Saints. Kyler Murray. Do we know if Breeze is coming back? He wants to come back, right?
I don't think they're going to bring him back.
I think they're going to wait until...
Yep.
We might as well.
Yeah.
I've got Saints -9.
I have a -10. And I was wondering if that was enough.
It's going to be a push there, fellas. It's 9.5.
Oh, boy.
And I don't think that's enough.
Push.
Counting up my name here and yours. Okay. The New York Jets at Jacksonville. You do have a line, right, Serge?
Yes, I do.
Okay, sometimes...
Sorry, going back to Breeze there. Breeze is listed as inactive still.
Okay. All right.
Jets at Jags.
I just took Jacksonville -3 here because I didn't know what else to do.
Really?
Yeah. Uncle Rico might get it done. Hey?
Well, I guess a lot of it has to depend on how the Jets look tonight, but the last
Right.
time we saw them, they played the Cowboys and beat them.
Yeah.
I've got the Jets as road favorites. And initially I wrote it -3, but I got them at -5.
T-Roy's going to get this one. It's Jacksonville -4.5.
I shouldn't be this far off. This isn't right. There's no way I'm off 9.5 points. I'm taking the points there too as well for the Jets. Good. Circle gets a square over there. These aren't right.
You get so mad when I win.
I'm just saying.
Something has to be wrong.
Jacksonville shouldn't be. I mean, they just traded away their best defensive player. They shouldn't. That doesn't make sense. They're not 4.5 points better than the Jets.
If the Jets play the Patriots well tonight, how much does that line change?
I still think Jacksonville's probably -2.5 at the worst.
You said right now it's 4.5, right?
Correct.
That will be a field goal at most by kickoff on Sunday. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, after the Jets beat the Patriots tonight.
Well,
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
The Bob Father called it on his
I know,
Facebook page.
That's his claim to fame this week.
That's also in poking.
You heard
the
it
bear
here first.
To get comments.
Oh, Bobby, I saw it 17 times on your Facebook page.
Denver at the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, this ought to be a fun game. I'm looking forward to this one. I have the Colts -7, and I wonder if I gave them enough.
I gave the Colts -7 also.
Oh, it's a push then. What is it, Serge?
6.
All right.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's only 6.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm taking Indianapolis all day there.
let's see. Indianapolis. This is their third straight home game, and with a bye too. They lost, right? Is that it?
No, they won on the road. They won on the road, and then they had a bye, and then they won at home.
Okay, so that was the.
It was road by home, and then this.
They beat the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
At
Yeah.
Kansas City.
And the week before that, they lost at home to Oakland. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Carolina at San Francisco.
Carolina coming off a bye.
That's right.
San Fran at home.
Is it Kyle Allen or is it Cam Newton?
It better be Kyle Allen. I picked him up.
Why? But you think Kyle Allen? If Cam Newton's healthy, you think he's better?
I don't know. He better be real healthy. I mean, he better be real healthy. Not the Cam Newton we saw at the beginning of the year healthy.
He's not healthy.
I mean, he looked like garbage, hot garbage.
All right, because of bye week, because of a sloppy play, I have made this a little bit lower than I thought it should have been. Thinking, like, what's the public going to do? I have San Francisco -6.
Well, so do I. So it's going to be a push.
Come on.
You guys are both really close. It's 5.5.
You would have been a good teacher, Serge. I like the way your voice comes up. You both are really close. Don't get discouraged.
You guys did a really nice job.
Don't yell now.
Don't get discouraged. There's 4 more games.
Don't
Keep
give
it
up.
Yeah, you guys are
Keep
doing
trying your
great.
best.
I need you to come up here and write your name on the chalkboard. You're in a little bit of
All
trouble.
right, did you look up Oakland's schedule for me?
I did.
Oakland at Houston. When was the last time they played in California? Oakland?
I can tell you.
Okay. I can find it faster than you can now.
It was
the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs at home?
Mm-hmm.
Week what?
Week
2?
2, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Home against the Broncos, home against the Chiefs, at Minnesota, at Indianapolis, Bears in London.
Because they gave
Green
them a home
Bay.
game for that, right?
Yep.
They made that a home game,
Uh-huh.
and the NFL totally just shafted them.
Oh, poor Raiders.
Well, that is. It doesn't matter if it's poor or whoever else. That's a little bit excessive. 6 weeks, right?
Jay, play nice.
I'm just saying that's crazy.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I wanted you to look up. Let's see. Oh well, that's nice. Week 9, they get to go back, play in front of their friends and family before they leave for Las Vegas. All right, Oakland at Houston. Houston off a loss. Oakland off a loss. Where is Vegas head at? I have Houston -5.5.
I got Houston -7.
T-Roy is going to get the edge here. It's Houston -6.5.
I think that's pretty much locked it up here for you.
Yeah, you can't do anything but tie now.
Well, then maybe I can
1, 2,
tie. So,
3,
yes,
4,
good. So
5,
that's why we're going to
6.
do the next 3 games, and we're going to see what happens here. Coming right out here with New England. Don't guess what I guess, and then everything will be just fine.
Right, T-Roy's got to go first on all 3.
There you go.
I got it written down so like I can cheat.
Cleveland at New England. At what point didn't we think this was going to be like a
At one
AFC
point we thought
playoff,
they made a little
playoff little sneak preview?
Yeah, we thought maybe, huh?
At one point we did. All right, you go first.
Okay. I have New England -10.5.
Good.
Good. More for you and me.
Good, because I'm going to be closer.
What
I've got New England -14.
No, you're not, Jay.
No.
What is it, Serge?
T-Roy, give yourself 2 stars.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
10.5.
Come on.
Twice
See, he
now.
even went first, Jay.
Cleveland is
a bunch
only
of crap.
They're at home. You're trying to tell me that Cleveland is within 7.5, a touchdown on a neutral field, 7.5? That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
That's disrespectful to the New England Patriots.
I'm just reading the facts, Jay.
I understand what you're doing. I just don't get it.
2 stars.
It should be way higher than that. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
That's disrespectful.
Well, dang it, Jay.
All right. Green Bay at Kansas City. No Patrick Mahomes.
T-Roy, go first.
I had to change this one. I originally had Green Bay -1, but I made it Green Bay -4.
Oh, I went higher. I have Green Bay -6.
T-Roy gets us again. It's
That's not right.
-4.5.
Kansas City, there's the MVP of the league isn't going to be playing.
Well, that's
Green Bay is 5-1.
Well, that's 7.5 points.
6-1.
They're giving him.
Huh?
That's 7.5 points they're giving him, basically, on a neutral field.
Say that again?
On a neutral field, they're saying Green Bay is a touchdown and a half better. That's right.
What?
Without Mahomes, yeah.
No. They're saying they're only a touchdown.
They said 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah. Oh, a touchdown and a half. Half a point, you mean?
Yeah, half a point. Sorry.
No, Green Bay is much better than that. Than them. Even without Patrick Mahomes. You can't tell me Matt Moore is no. That's fine. Good for you. Doesn't make any sense thow. Fine, take Green Bay.
I feel like you're me from last week.
I'm not bitter about anything. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense. I haven't won since Giants at Detroit.
Yeah,
this is a debacle. Miami at Pittsburgh,
we
Monday
had
night
three
game,
pushes.
October 28th.
You can't help the pushes.
Dolphins, Pittsburgh. No one cares about this game.
No.
No.
Thank God it's on a Monday night. All right.
Yay. I took Pittsburgh -5.
Ooh. Bubba.
Jay, what did you got?
I'm going to come up with something else to watch besides this. That's what I'm doing.
Well, tell me what your line is. Come on.
All right, what was that? You have what?
I have Pittsburgh -5.
I have -6.
You guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Steelers -14.5.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Well, Jay, you get that one. Way to go out with a victory, bud.
That's crazy.
14.5, huh? Wow. Okay. You must really like that duck calling guy in Vegas.
Yeah. Right here.
Pretty good.
Well, no World Series on that Monday night, so never mind about that. So
wow.
In the Sunday night game, they're going to be
3-4-1. I'm back in the winning bracket.
Game 5 will be on Sunday night. That's your sports equinox. Will be on that night if it happens, unless there's a sweep. So Green Bay at Kansas City is going to go up against the World Series. All right. Well, congratulations, you, T-Roy.
Oh, Jay.
I'm proud of you.
No.
It's great. We're going to have to take a quick break when we come back. We're going to have Gwen from the...
Yeah, she's running a little bit late. I got a text from Dana. Just
Well, that's
so you know.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. But we'd do our ad, come back, and talk about
Sounds good to me.
Quad City Storm till she gets here.
All right, everybody, you need to stop going to your social media sites asking where you're going to get your oil change, who does the best tattoo work, or where you're going to grab lunch. Just pick up your Locals Love Us guide. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find what you're looking for, or go to the website, localsloveus.com. Click on Quad Cities and then browse the favorites. It's easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. Make sure you check them out. Those are our friends from Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
This is Tom Kakert from HawkeyeReport.com, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Leaks, rumps, snooks, cranny, crevice, too. You've got those wet basement blues. Call the absolutely dry guy. Call the absolutely dry guy. Put that water back in its place. It's time to reclaim your living space when you call the absolutely dry guy. Or visit us online at absolutelydryguy.com. This was brought to you by Absolutely Dry Basement Waterproofing.
Rilco Lubricant and Service wants you to drive for them. Do you have a Class A or B CDL? Rilco is a fast-growing company with competitive wages, benefits, time off, and has many opportunities for advancement. Plus, no overnights, no weekends. Rilco, an industry leader in the supply of oil, lubricants, and preventative maintenance, is hiring now. Delivery routes available today. Call 309-788-5631 to apply. That's 309-788-5631 to start your new career today.
Wild Rose Casino and Resort has your chance to amp up the winnings. All month long, we're plugging in huge payouts with hourly drawings every Saturday, from $2,500 in cash all the way up to $10,000 on October 26th. The best part? Prizes roll over for no shows. It pays to play and stay at Wild Rose Casino and Resort, Clinton. You'd rather be here.
Must be 21 or older. If you or someone you know needs gambling treatment, call 1-800-BETS-OFF. Sports fans, what you've been waiting for is here. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose is now open in Clinton. Watch and wager on your favorite sports in our all-new Sportsbook and Lounge. Wall-to-wall TVs, featured games, betting windows, and self-serve kiosks. It's what sports bettors have been waiting for. Every catch, every touchdown, every goal, every game. Watch, wager, and win. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose Clinton. Visit wildroseresorts.com. App-based betting not yet available.
In business, is it better to build your way to growth or buy your way? First Midwest Bank has ideas. It's a critical decision and different for every company. A First Midwest commercial banker can help you weigh your options. Because at First Midwest, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. M&A Momentum, Strategic Momentum, Business Momentum, First Midwest Bank.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show. Don't hassle us, we're local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window. We'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
On your way to modern Woodman Park, take us with you. Download the ESPN 1170 app today and never miss a thing.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Sunrise Satellite and Dish. And you're listening to Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170. And in studio from our Quad City Storm, Gwen Tombergs.
Good morning, or afternoon.
Yeah, it is afternoon.
Morning.
Some of us woke up just shortly ago,
We're all
but
here.
hey, you know, it doesn't matter.
Not bad for a Tuesday, T-Roy.
I'll tell you what, you guys, off air, if anybody was watching on the Facebook.
You dancing around, buddy?
Facebook page. Gwen was showing me all these jerseys.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to hold these up as we talk about them. So, I mean, this is great. Let's start out with the first one. Gwen, tell everybody about the Hockey Fights Cancer jersey. I'm going to hold that up, and she'll explain.
This is such a cool jersey this year. We're going to raise so much money for the Cancer Fund, the Trinity Cancer Fund. But those jerseys, there's 65 on a jersey, 65 ribbons, and you can put your loved one's name on the ribbon on the color of the cancer they fought. So, for example, I have a friend who fought breast cancer, so I'm writing her first initial last name on a pink ribbon. So the goal is having all 65 ribbons be all 21 jerseys be unique with 65 names on it, and then we're also going to allow the people to buy replica jerseys. So if they want a replica jersey with their loved one's name on it, we're going to open it up and let them bid on those too. So
yeah, and it's only $20 to buy a ribbon.
$20, and it's open right now.
And so you had, how many players will be wearing? So we have how many jerseys to fill?
21.
21 times 65. Do the math, but
Yeah,
that's raising
$27,000 before we even sell one jersey.
That's insane. That's so awesome.
Great.
That's a great idea.
100% staying in
Whoever
the
came up with
Quad
that is genius. And that's you?
Thank you.
I love it. You're genius. That is so good. The next one up here, you guys. This Gwen said the first one out was wrong. This is the actual jersey. The very first John Deere jersey in the Quad Cities.
Very first one, John Deere Marketing actually designed that. So we're very excited about that because there really only will be 21 jerseys made, and that's it. So all of that money is going to go to United Way.
Yep, they're on the sleeve.
United Way, and again, all of these jerseys, the proceeds stay in the Quad Cities.
Yeah, this is great. That's a really good idea. And John Deere, you couldn't pick a better company to be involved with. Obviously, they're your neighbors
great.
there too. You know,
They are. They're great.
All right, the very next one up. This is your Made in the USA jersey. This is for
Labor Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one, obviously super cool. You know, the American flag, let's go USA. So our labor union night in March, that's going to be the jerseys that we auction off live after the game. That's something just to mention is that some of our jersey auctions are going to be online only, some of them are going to be live only, and some of them are going to be half and half.
Nice.
So before the game, you'll know whether it's going to be online, if it's going to be live after the game, or if it's half and half. We'll let you know which players' jerseys will be live after the game.
Awesome. All right, this one here, you guys. Serge, are you paying attention?
Always.
Look at this. Marvel Night.
Ooh.
They have Black Panther, Captain America, and Iron Man jerseys.
So we're doing something different with this game.
Dude,
this
that
is
is
super
awesome.
fun. We're actually having all of 3 jerseys in the game at the same time. So a third of our players will wear one, a third of them in Captain America, and a third of them in Iron Man.
T-Roy, you can have abs.
I know. Right there.
That's exciting.
I know.
And then those will all be auctioned off after the game, and those will be live.
That is really cool that you guys got to get the have Marvel involved in that league. It's great. I mean, a really good idea as well. This one's cool too, you guys. November 9th, right before Veterans Day.
So that's our Salute to Military jersey, raising money for Guide Dogs of America. And that one will be live after the game. So as soon as the game's over, the guys come out one at a time, and we'll auction those off.
I love that one as well. Really cool jersey. And then for all our hunters out there, right?
Mossy Oak.
Mossy Oak jersey night.
So this is the design that Mossy Oak has. That's the water design. We figured since we're on the river, that would be kind of cool to have it for our area. And this is one of the 4 licensed jerseys that the entire league is doing.
That's really nice. And then for our buddy Chris Kosek, I really love this one, Serge. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle jersey. Ooh, look at
Yes,
that.
right after Christmas. So if you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas and you wanted a Ninja Turtle jersey, those are going to be on auction, and those will be online. The coolest thing about our online jerseys is you can send that link or have anybody go to quadcitystorm.com, and they can bid from anywhere in the country. So, we can go ahead and send your cousin in California a jersey if he's the highest bidder.
Awesome. And then finally, this is coming up real soon, October 26th.
Saturday, our very first online jersey. It's the Peanuts Halloween version of our Quad City Storm jersey. So we're so excited, and this money is going to be raising money for the Martin Luther King Center right here in Rock Island.
That's pretty good. I love that. Jay, who do you think you are? If you're one of the Peanuts characters, who are you?
Linus.
You Linus?
Why did I know you were going to say that?
I don't know. When I was little, I used to carry around a blanket all the time. So.
Serge, who are you?
Oh, gosh, I don't know, buddy.
I probably like the teacher. That's about the way I feel in here. Yeah, you guys don't really listen to me. So I'm probably more the teacher. You guys don't listen to a word I say. You guys just go about your business themselves.
I think I'm Peppermint Patty.
Really?
I don't know.
That's great.
And I did have one more, and this is our warm-up jerseys.
Oh,
our warm-up
we
jerseys.
didn't even get through all of them. I'm sorry.
So Chick-fil-A and our cow jerseys will be the warm-up jerseys for the whole season, and we'll
Eat more
auction those
chicken.
off at the end. Eat more chicken.
That's cool as
Isn't
well.
that fun?
That is really fun. I'm sorry, I didn't know you had another one.
Nope, that's okay.
That's great. This is fun.
Gwen, you guys give so much back to the community, and you do it every single game. Tell the people how they can use their nonprofit organization, how they can raise some money with the Quad City Storm.
So we give back every single game through our Chuck-a-Puck. Every night there's a nonprofit that gets money from the Chuck-a-Puck, and of course you just saw the jerseys, that money goes back to a nonprofit. But if somebody brings a group to a Storm game, we will give them a check back. $6 of every $20 seat and $3 of every $15 seat. And literally, if you're raising money out there, come to a Storm game and we'll write you a check.
You can't beat that. That's great. And you get to see fun hockey.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Because of you guys, we have hockey in the Quad Cities, and we have good hockey in the Quad Cities. And we have a very well-run team. Finally. Thank you.
Veterans. We have veterans this year. This is always
Yeah.
good. We actually have some.
Yes.
I think I was reading out of the opening day roster last year. How many stayed on the team at the end? Was it 1 or 2?
Well, actually, we have 13 veterans back.
I know what I'm saying, like
Oh.
from the beginning last year compared to, you know what I'm saying. Last year,
Oh,
we're brand new.
we're brand
and
new, yeah.
You guys made some changes here and there, but yeah, you got 13 back now.
Yeah.
So opening night at the Tax Layer Center is this Friday.
Yes, it is.
$2 beers and hot dogs until the puck drops.
Yes, every Friday is $2 beers and hot dogs till the puck drops, unless it's Black Friday, New Year's Eve, St. Patrick's Day, and Labor Day, the Labor Union night. Those are $2 beers and hot dogs all night.
Uh-oh.
So, and then the first 1,000 fans get a laser bracelet.
Yeah, those are actually cool. They're
What is that?
reusable. So it's a band. It's like a reusable LED band. So if you go out walking or jogging in the early morning or late at night, you can just flip that on and it just blinks so that you're seen. It's great for trick-or-treating. And then when we run out of those, we're going to do 1,000 LED light sticks so that when the lights go out for our LED light show, we have 2,000 lights in the audience that everybody gets to have.
And then on Saturday night, or is it Saturday? Is it night?
Saturday night.
Yeah, trick or treat with the Storm Players post game. The first 1,000 fans get a drawstring bag, and then you guys are going to be raising money for the Martin Luther King Center. And then, like you said about the Peanuts Halloween jersey auctions that game, so they can do some trick or treating afterwards.
Oh my gosh! Last year there were so many kids that trick or treated. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to split the team in half so that the kids can go trick or treat on the ice with the players. They absolutely had a blast, and kids just love that. They stay up late. It's a Saturday night. They're dressed in their Halloween costumes themselves, and so it's just a ton of fun. And actually I wanted to mention on Friday night the money's going to Habitat for Humanity. So Lighting the QCA is sponsoring that game and chose Habitat for that. So
I mean, that's something I really love what you guys do. You're getting families involved. It's not just hey, come out and watch the hockey. It's like, bring the kids. We're going to have something for the kids to do so the kids can enjoy it. Then the kids get to learn the game as well. They're not just like, I'm waiting for my candy. No, we're watching hockey. Watch Lee. Hey.
Well, we're actually handing out, if anybody needs a Hockey 101 cheat sheet, we're going to hand those out this year at the fan services table.
Oh, cool.
And so if you actually do want to know the rules, we'll have that available.
Jay needs one of those.
Yeah, I do. That's a great idea. It really is. Like, all I know is from my 1986 Nintendo Entertainment System hockey thing, and all I know is icing or whatever else. So
yeah.
Yes.
Or offsides. Or
I would always turn that off. Remember, you could turn that off?
Yeah.
On a PlayStation? Turn off the icing. So that way
See,
I didn't understand it.
After Blades of Steel, I was done. I just did Blades of Steel for the fighting.
DB Sweeney?
No, the game, the video game on the NES.
Oh, okay.
So, like you said, a lot of veterans are back, and Gwen, you're back for a second year. This is awesome because, like last year, everything was new.
They can't get rid of you, right?
But right now, at least not until after opening night. That's for sure.
They better not. I'll write a strongly worded letter if they do anything to you.
But I mean, last year it was like we're trying to figure out the Storm and where they fit in the Quad Cities. And now you guys are entrenched in there, and I think it's great. Everything you're giving back, and these nights are fantastic that you have here. Not only with these jerseys, but all these other things you have going on in the giveaways as well.
I love the logo too. I think this logo is great.
Yeah,
you guys done a great job with everything.
I tell everybody we can open our doors and we'll always have 1,000 hockey fans who just love the game. I need 3,000 more who are there for another reason. The entertainment, they may not know hockey, but gosh darn, it's fun. It's family oriented. We're raising money for a nonprofit, so maybe you're there supporting that nonprofit. But, we need to keep hockey in the Quad Cities. So I tell everybody, just give me one game. Come to one game, and we will keep hockey here.
Yep, there you go.
I feel like I'm walking into this. I'm looking at some of the nights in here, and obviously a lot of them are self-explanatory. Like Radar's first birthday party, we know what that is. Now Nickelodeon night, what's more with that outside of the Nickelodeon jersey auction? What goes on with that?
So, as I mentioned, the league mandated, we voted as a group to have 4 licensed nights. So Peanuts, Mossy Oak, Nickelodeon, and Marvel. And so all 10 teams are going to do those 4 games and those 4 jerseys. And so really, it's just a fun way to have another jersey auction, raising money, keeping it here local. So, and guess what? It's over the holidays. The kids are out of school. It's the weekend after Christmas. So you got a lot of family in town looking for something to do. Actually, on the 28th of December, we're going to give away 1,000 cowbells at the door. So, we're going to call it Make Some Noise.
Yeah, you sure will.
So, we've got to keep it fresh and we have to keep it fun. So that's the motto.
That's the get out of the house night.
That's all my kid needs is the cowbell.
Now, this is the one I feel like I'm walking into. Because if you read this for January 24th, you read this, you think, like, in my first time I read it, Mystery Night would be like murder mystery, but that's not really the case. Mystery Night's just going to be, we don't know what the promo is, right?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Yeah.
We, the promo schedule needed to go to print, and we were like out of ideas at the moment. So we said it's Mystery Night, and we'll come up with something really fun.
I like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's transparency.
Yeah. No, I love it. No.
You've come up with so many ideas. I'm like, yeah. I mean, seriously, who's going to blame you?
Yeah. But that's this weekend. Let's see, opening night, the Laser Light Show, the Trick or Treat with the Storm Players. And then November, we have 4 home dates, the 9th, the 22nd, the 29th, and the 30th.
Which is Thanksgiving weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Yeah, the first jersey auction will be, will be the 26th this weekend.
And on Thanksgiving weekend, on Friday night, which is $2 beers and hot dogs all night, bring the packaged gloves, socks, and underwear because it's the underwear toss for the homeless. And it was so fun last year. We didn't score until the last 3 minutes of the game. And so by the time we scored, all of those gloves, socks, and underwear pummeled the ice. The visiting team had to go out and help us pick them up because there was so much out there, and it all went to Christian Care. So it's
clean underwear, Jay. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what's going through your.
packaged.
Yeah.
You're the
underwear.
one that's excited about your washer and dryer. Right? All right, so yeah, packaged, clean underwear. Tell me more about what's going on, though. I mean, how much did you guys raise last year?
Over $170,000 went back to our community.
That is fantastic.
We actually won the Community Service Award for the league, and that came with a $1,000 check, and that took us over $170,000 back. And I'm telling you guys, between the cancer jersey and the deer jersey, we easily could break that record.
You might break it just with that cancer jersey alone.
I know. It's crazy. I mean, we have the ability to raise so much money for our community this year, and it's fun, and everybody can participate, and that's the cool thing.
I mean, you figure you're going to raise $27,000 per jersey.
Well, that's
with just the jerseys.
Just the ribbons. If we sell
and then there's
every
63
ribbon,
jerseys.
There's 21 jerseys.
I'm sorry, 21 jerseys.
65 ribbons per jersey. So $20 a ribbon, and they're open now. You can go buy
Right.
that ribbon now. We could raise $27,000 just on selling the ribbons, and that's not even selling a jersey.
I'll bet those jerseys go for at least $1,000 a piece.
And what we're going to do is sell the game-worn jerseys online, but then people can buy replicas if they want to have one with their loved one's name on it. Like, here's an example. I have 3 sisters, and I had
Right.
4 names that I put on my jersey personally. So I'll buy each one of us a jersey, and so there's 4 jerseys we sold right there. So we will inventory the names on the jersey, so you'll know which jersey has which name on it. That way you can buy the replica. We haven't opened that up yet. It's going to be open in the next couple of days. The ribbons are open now. If you want to go buy a ribbon for $20 and put your loved one's name on there.
That one promotion should get you over 100,000.
Well,
I would think
that would be just exciting. I mean,
I would. That's
honestly,
what I mean in my head. That's what I'm thinking.
I could easily see it, you guys. It really could happen.
So that's you're gonna totally just obliterate what you guys did last year.
And if excuse me, if you've already said you guys are going to paint the ice again, right?
We are. In fact, it's going to be the Tuesday before the game. So military game, we're going to paint. Anybody who's served in the military, you can come and paint their name on the ice. That would be the Tuesday. Our game is November 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th. So November 5th, Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come over and write somebody who's served in the military. It's all free. Write their name on the ice. And then the same thing you can do for the paint the ice for the cancer game. Cancer game is on February 1st. And so that Tuesday before, I believe, is the 28th. And so from, again, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. And again, this is really cool. New this year, I didn't know this, but there's a caregiver's color. So we're going to have plum, and there's a color for childhood cancer, which is gold. So we're going to have new colors this year for painting on the ice, and those will be on the jersey too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Gwen, thank you so much for coming in, and don't be a stranger. I didn't realize it's been that long that you haven't been back in the new studio.
I
You've been
love
in since
this.
January,
You guys are
so.
great. I love it.
We already, we get Rothy, and
yeah,
Gwen's like, you just get him. I'm too busy.
Well, he talks more
Gwen,
hockey. I talk more promos. I'm all about the fun.
Yep, that's what we need, more fun.
Yeah, we like the fun in here.
All right, well, we got to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you in just 2 minutes, and then we're going to talk to Matt Randazzo from WQAD.
If you want the latest in TV and security technology, but you're not sure where to start, call Dunright TV and Security Solutions, your Dish Premier local retailer, and get started today. They're going to take the guesswork out of choosing with your budget in mind. And Dish has been a leader in technology for years. Their Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just the sound of your voice. When you sign up, our friends at Dunright are going to give you a Nest doorbell system for free. Just call 866-84-RIGHT today, and they're going to provide local professional installation with personal service trusted by thousands of businesses and homeowners in the Quad Cities. Restrictions apply and requires an internet-connected Hopper. That's Dunright TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT. This is
Josh Sides, head coach, St. Ambrose University Esports. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Wild Rose Casino and Resort has your chance to amp up the winnings. All month long, we're plugging in huge payouts with hourly drawings every Saturday, from $2,500 in cash all the way up to $10,000 on October 26th. The best part? Prizes roll over for no shows. It pays to play and stay at Wild Rose Casino and Resort, Clinton. You'd rather be here.
Must be 21 or older. If you or someone you know needs gambling treatment, call 1-800-BETS-OFF. Sports fans, what you've been waiting for is here. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose is now open in Clinton. Watch and wager on your favorite sports in our all-new Sportsbook and Lounge. Wall-to-wall TVs, featured games, betting windows, and self-serve kiosks. It's what sports bettors have been waiting for. Every catch, every touchdown, every goal, every game. Watch, wager, and win. The DraftKings Sportsbook at Wild Rose Clinton. Visit wildroseresorts.com. App-based betting not yet available.
ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show. Don't hassle us, we're local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
There is no off-season. The latest on every sport possible is always heard right here. The Quad City sports leader is ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, we're back in the studio. Big thanks out there to Gwen Tombergs from our Quad City Storm.
Always great having Gwen in here.
A lot of great promotions, man. I'll tell you what, those jerseys are cool.
All right, we got a phone call.
Well, there he is, the world famous, everyone's, the super sports guy, Matt Randazzo, on the line. Hi, Matt.
Wow, he's so much better than last.
Yeah, so much better than last week.
I know. It helped. Victories help.
Yeah.
Hawkeye victory, Cowboy victory. I'm just riding high. And I beat Jay against the line, so everything's good.
I think
we got you, Matt?
What?
You're breaking up like all get out, buddy.
How about this?
Oh, that sounds a lot better.
There you go.
I went into a booth in the studio to talk, and that was a bad idea, so I'll go outside. I can't language outside of the workplace when I talk with you. So, what's up, guys?
Not much. Man, I feel bad for you, though. Lions, a little disappointing yesterday after that rip-off loss on Monday night.
Yeah, it's been a bad 6 days.
I tell you.
But as a life as a Lions fan, I'm kind of used to it. So
okay,
it's not the end of the world. I think their schedule gets a little easier. That division, though, it's going to be tough to catch anybody. Green Bay is now 6-1 or whatever they are now, and Minnesota. Tell you what, Minnesota. I know Kirk Cousins does this every once in a while, so you can't get too excited. But if he plays like that, my goodness, their defense is good. They run the football fantastic. So yesterday was better than Monday because Monday I didn't feel like we lost the game. Yesterday we definitely lost the football game. So.
What else has been going on? You busy Friday night running around for the high school games?
Yeah, it's that fun time of year, boys, where it's already 8 weeks through the season, so the last week of the regular season is this Friday night. So things are kind of getting fun. The games are more important. The teams that are playing to just make the playoffs or playing for conference or district championships or all that kind of stuff, perfect seasons, all kind of coming to fruition and stuff like that. So it's that fun time of year where everything means a ton, which is a lot of fun.
Now on Friday night when you guys are doing the score, the wrap up, and if you guys go to the podcast, do you guys get the Iowa pairings at that time, or does it come in much later?
When the updated ones, you're talking about for this week when they come in.
Well, after, because it's the last week of the season, right?
Yeah. So
And then
you're saying-
you'll get the playoff pairings. They come in at some point. I just don't know what time.
I think they come out on Saturday morning now.
Okay.
They used to come out really late Friday night. I know what you mean. It was like we'd be at the station extremely late waiting for them to come in. But I think they put them out on Saturday now. And then Illinois does the Iowa. They have a whole TV show. Like
Yes, they do.
They have a pairings, show where they show off. It's kind of like the NCAA tournament when they announce March Madness. They kind of show your seed, where you're going, all that kind of stuff. It's cool. That's Saturday evening. So I really don't know. That's the funny thing too, is because Stockpile, and our guy Stockpile, he wanted to know if we were going to do another one. We're podcasting Saturday night, late at night, and we find everything, and so he's all over it and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we'll wait a little bit. I think it'll be 24 hours before we know who's going where. There's some interesting stuff in Illinois, or in Iowa. I mean, there's some teams in our area. There's a big game on Thursday at North Scott and Assumption. North Scott playing, of course, for the district championship, and to try to get back into getting a home. I mean, if they're in the district championship, they can get a first round, second round home game, that kind of stuff. Assumption is playing for the playoff life. It's crazy because if they would win, they'd be 6-3, and it would go to. They don't win a district, so it goes to RPI. And you think their RPI? They played Solon, Xavier, and North Scott this year. But from what I've talked to other people about, their RPI may not be good enough because the other games that they played, the team's RPIs aren't very good. Clinton's not very good this year. Central DeWitt has struggled and all that kind of stuff. So they could go through the season losing to, Solon, and Xavier, and some of the best teams in the state, and still be told at the end of the year that they didn't play a good enough schedule to get into the playoffs. So, but you know what, Iowa side, their system is so much better than what it used to be. Doing this RPI stuff and getting the right teams in instead of, no offense to North, which North has got a big game coming up this Friday. They win at Muscatine. They're most likely going to be in the playoffs. But it was about 10 years ago where a 1-8 North team made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, you're looking at when they were up to 32 teams, though, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. And when you look at 4A, there's probably only 48 teams, if that. So when you welcome 32 in, you're telling basically 15, 16 teams that you didn't make it. So yeah, it's much better than what it used to be. So yeah, there's some big games. North has got a big game. Bettendorf's got a big game. They should win, but they're looking at going on the road because of 2 losses. So they won't even have a first round playoff game.
Yeah, and that's you got to win those games, or else you got to go on the road. You make it difficult for yourself in the playoffs. So
yeah, I know it'll be an interesting Friday and all that kind of stuff. So that's just fun time of year, guys. And volleyball postseason hits now. Soccer's in postseason as well. So there's 2 or 3 really fun times a year, and this is kind of one of them for what we get to do.
Well, yeah, because not only that, like you said, volleyball, but you've got your cross-country districts coming up. And did golf already do their districts?
Golf
on the Iowa side?
Yeah, on the Iowa side, they had state this week, I believe.
Oh, geez.
This weekend.
I'm way
I know
behind.
on the Illinois side, Riverdale took 3rd in the state, and we had some really good. I talked to Deanne Kramer, one of their Pleasant Valley players, on Friday night was doing really well. So, and I didn't work on Saturday, so I'm going to look dumb on the radio. Thanks, guys. But I'm not sure how it ends up doing. Are you kidding me? I do a good enough job of that on my own. I don't need you guys' help. So,
oh, stop it.
So yeah, I'm not sure how they did, but golf is basically done. So things this high school football season. I know it sounds cliche, and I'm going to sound old and everything, but it went so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just seems like yesterday we were going around getting previews of these teams, and we're already 2 months through the season, and week 9 is already this week, so it's crazy stuff.
Yeah, Moline won at Geneseo, and they've got to continue winning to get themselves in the playoffs. Who else is looking like that's going to get in the playoffs on the Illinois side? Sterling?
Yeah, the Illinois side, there'll be more. There's more teams from our area on the Illinois side.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at the Iowa side. RWQD area, maybe 6 teams making the postseason, that's it, which is crazy to think about. There could be more. There could be 7 or 8, but maybe 6 or 7 is kind of what we're looking at. Sterling's fantastic. They're ranked 2nd in the state, guys. They're a really good football team. They've hammered. Moline's a good football team. They hammered them. They're going to play the best of the best, but in 5A, they'll be one of the best teams that there is in the state. And they've I think their last regular season conference loss was in 2014.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy to think about? They were like 32-1 or something crazy regular season-wise in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
They go undefeated, or John Schlemmer does a great job up there. Moline has a big game. They need to win to get in. And just a crazy. It's been and you guys know it more than I do. It's been an eventful season for Moline. Just
Yes.
that program in general with the
Eventful
the
isn't
stuff
the word
that
I would
Harrison
use,
made-
but okay.
with Harrison Baby, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff that happened, the Caden Dreyfus stuff that's going on right now. Obviously, Coach Morrissey at the end of last year leaving and deciding to come back. And then you look at, just some of the crazy stuff with the poor young man who had a heart transplant, one of the freshman players, Kofi. So
Kofi, yeah.
it just seems like they haven't, and then not all good, not all bad, all that kind of stuff, but it's just been an up and down weird season for them off the field. And they're a good football team, but they're looking right now. They go down to Quincy, they'll be full strength. I think they beat Quincy pretty good, but they're 5-4, and all of a sudden they're looking at, instead of playing, where you thought they'd be playing a home playoff game at least, they're going on the road to a really good football team. Mount Carmel, those type of programs would be one of their first-round playoff games. So even getting in at 5-4, which obviously you want to do, the decision by the HSA and all that kind of stuff is extremely meaningful. The one thing that didn't make any sense on that, and you guys can cut me off.
Matt, I got to cut you off. Yeah, I apologize, buddy. We got to go. We're
get
getting
out
to
of
our
here.
time.
I'm outside.
All right.
We'll see
You
you
take
next
care.
Monday.
Thank you very much. All right.
All right.
We're out of time. Enjoy yourselves, Quad City. Have a